Now we proceed to the next topic in second unit, that is data link layer protocols. So here the protocols has been divided into for noiseless medium and for noisy medium. So protocols have been defined for noiseless medium and noisy medium. So for noiseless medium we have protocols like simplest and stop and wait. So here we have protocols like go back in and selective repeat. So in this topic we are going to discuss only on simplest and stop and wait protocol. Okay. Now we will see finite state machine. So we can define the behavior of the protocol with the help of this finite state machine. Finite state machine is a machine with finite number of states. It is a machine with finite number of states. Okay, the machine it will be in one of the state until any of the event occurs. So we can draw the finite state machine like this. So in this diagram we can see two states, one is state 1, other one is state 2. So when initially machine will be in state 1. So when any event occurs, following actions will be performed and it will goes to the state 2. So when the machine is in state 2, when any event 2 occurs, the action 3 will be performed and it will continue in the same state. When event 3 occurs, it does not perform any action. It will move from state 2 to state 1. So this finite state machine, it performs two reactions. One will be defining the list of actions to be performed. The second one is determining the next state. Okay, there are two reactions that will be performed. First is you have to define what are all the list of actions to be performed in that particular event. The second is you have to determine to which state it is going to move from one state to other state. So we can define the protocol with the help of this behavior of the protocol with the help of finite state machine like this. So this is an example of this finite state machine. Okay. Now we will see the first protocol in this data link layer, that is simple protocol. Simple protocol is neither, it is not having no flow control, it is not having a flow control and error control. Okay, so just it will receive a frame from the network layer. Data link layer will send that particular frame to the data link layer of the other side will send the packet to the network layer. This is what happens over here. So there is no error control and there is no flow control. So we will see a simple protocol like this. So here a packet, data will be sent to the data link layer. Now the data link layer will do the encapsulation. It will put it into a frame. The frame will be sent to the data link layer of the other side. This is the sending node and this is the receiving node. So receiving node will receive the frame, it will decapsulate that frame and it will send the data to the network layer. So this is the simple protocol. Okay. Now we will see finite state machine for the simple protocol. So in the finite state machine of the simple protocol, so we have two finite state machine, one in the sending side, other one in the receiving side. So here what happens is, so when a packet arrives from the network layer, when it came from the network layer, data link layer will prepare a frame and it will encapsulate that particular frame and send it to the receiving side. So we are having, it will be in the ready state. When any event occurs, when any packet comes from the network layer, it will prepare a frame and it will send it back to the receiving node, and again it will be the machine will be in the ready state. This is what the finite state machine of the sending side. Coming to the receiving side, again this machine, it will be in the ready state. So when any frame arrives from the sending side, it will decapsulate the packet and it will send that, deliver the packet to the network layer. So it will decapsulate and it will send it to the network layer. Again, it will be in the ready state itself. So there are two, here we have drawn the final state machine for the sending side and as well as for the receiving side. So when packet comes from the network layer, it will make a frame, it will send it to the receiving side. But here it will deliver the, it will once a packet this arrives over here in the receiving side, it will decapsulate the packet and it will send it to the upper layer. So this is what in the final state machine of the receiving side will do. Now we will see the flow diagram for the simple protocol. So in the simple protocol, so this assume that this is network layer and this is data link layer. Okay, and here this receiving side also we have data link layer and this is network layer. So the flow diagram for this is, so here when a packet arrives from network layer to the data link layer, so data link layer what it does is it will prepare a frame and it will send that particular frame to the receiving side. It will send the frame to the receiving end. So data link layer will receive that particular frame. After which it will decapsulate the packet, it will send that packet to network layer. Okay, so now again one more packet arrives. Again it will encapsulate, it will make it into a frame, it will send it to the data link layer. Now the data link layer will send that, decapsulate that frame and it will send the packet to the network layer. So this is a simple protocol where there is no error control and also there is no flow control that is used in the simple protocol. Okay. Next we will see the next protocol called stop and wait protocol. The second protocol we are going to see in data link layer is stop and wait protocol. This protocol, it supports both flow control and error control. So it supports both flow control and error control. Okay, so if you see this architecture of the stop and wait protocol, so the network layer, it will prepare a packet, it will send it to the data link layer. Data link layer, it will make a frame, it will send the frame to the data link layer of the receiving side. So this is the receiving side, receiving node, and this is the sending node. So it will send the frame to the receiving node. So in the receiving node, it will remove that packet. If the correct frame has been received, it will forward this packet to the network layer. So it will also send the acknowledgement. Since it supports both flow control and error control, acknowledgement will be sent from the receiving side to the sending side. Now next it will get the next frame, it will make a frame, it will send that frame to the receiving node. So likewise it goes on. So this is the architecture of stop and wait protocol. Okay, so now we will see the finite state machine of stop and wait protocol. So this is the finite state machine of sending node. So in the sending node, it will have two state. One is ready state, other one is blocking state. When the machine it is in the ready state, so when any packet comes from the network layer, it will make a frame and it will save a copy of that frame inside the data link layer and it will start the timer. So it will start the timer, it will save a copy of that frame and it will send that packet to the receiving side. So until that it will be in the blocking state. So the machine will be in the blocking state. So in this blocking state, when the timer is out, it will resend that frame. So this is the first action it performs. Suppose if it receives corrupted acknowledgement, again it will discard the acknowledgement. And again when any error-free acknowledgement the machine receives, then it will stop the timer and it will discard the saved frame and it will go for receiving the next frame from the network layer. Okay, you understood this? This is the sending node. In the sending node, so previously in case of simple protocol, we have only one state, but here we are going to have two states in the sending node. One is ready mode, other one is ready ready state, other one is blocking state. In the ready state, it will start the timer, it will save a copy, it will send that particular frame to the receiving node. And also it will goes to the blocking state. So when the timer is out, it will resend that frame. When it receives corrupted acknowledgement, it will discard the acknowledgement. When it receives error-free acknowledgement, then it will discard the saved frame and it will stop the timer. So now we will see the final state mission for the receiving node. So when you see in the receiving node, there is only one state called ready state. So it will now, when any corrupted frame arrives, so it will discard the frame. And it is when it is error-free frame arrives, so it will extract that and it will deliver that packet to the network layer and it will send the acknowledgement to the sending node. So it has only two states. One is it will checks for the frame. If it is corrupted, it will discard it, or if error-free frame has been arrived, it will send that particular frame to the next network layer and it will send the acknowledgement. So these are the final state machine for the sending node and as well as for the receiving node. Okay. Now we will see the states of this simple and states of stop and wait protocol. So it is having two states in the sending node. So in the sending node, it is having two state. One is ready state, other one is blocking state. Okay, so in sending node, we have seen in the previous diagram that it is having ready state and blocking state. So in the ready state, what it does is it will receive the frame from the network layer. It will receive the frame, receive from network layer, and it will prepare a frame. Network layer, it will make a frame and then it will save a copy of it in save a copy, and then it will send that particular frame to the next receiving node. Okay, now in the blocking state, it performs three actions. The first one is when timeout occurs. When timeout occurs, sender will resend the frame. Okay, when timeout occurs, it will resend the frame. The second one is if corrupted acknowledgement arrives, it will discard the acknowledgement. It will discard the acknowledgement. If error-free acknowledgement arrives, error-free acknowledgement arrives, it will stop the timer. It will stop the timer. So these are the actions it is performed in sending node. So sending node, it performs two actions. One is ready state and blocking state. In ready state, it will receive the packet from the network layer. It will save a copy and it will start the timer. Blocking state, it will perform three actions. One is timeout. Second is it will check if the time is out. It will resend that particular frame. If corrupted acknowledgement has been received, it will discard that acknowledgement. If error-free acknowledgement received, it will stop the timer. It will get the next packet from the upper layer. So now coming to the receiving node. So in the receiving node, it performs two actions. One is if error-free frame arrives, it will deliver the packet. It will deliver it to the next upper layer. Okay, error-free frame arrives. The second one is if corrupted frame arrives, it will discard. Okay, if corrupted frame arrives, it will discard that frame. Okay, these are the two actions performed in receiving node. So these actions are nothing but I am telling you the actions with this diagram. Okay, so based on this diagram, we are making it. I am explaining you it over here. Okay. So now we will see the flow diagram for this stop and wait protocol. So coming to the sending node, we have network layer and data link layer. Receiving node also data link layer, and then we have the network. Network layer. So when a packet arrives, when a packet arrives from here. So it will start a timer. So data link layer will start the timer. It will make a frame and then it will send that particular frame to the receiving node. Okay, in the receiving node, the packet, again it will convert into a packet. It will send that particular packet to the network layer. Now what happens is that now the receiving node has to send the acknowledgement. So it will send the acknowledgement back to the data link layer that frame has been received. So it will stop the timer. So now here it is starting the timer and here it is stopping the timer. Again, when another packet arrives and it is starting the timer, and suppose if the frame has been lost, if frame is lost, if frame has been lost while it is sending from sending node to receiving node. So again what happens is that it will start the timer, again it will send the frame has been resent. Now the packet has been delivered to it will convert into a packet and it will send it to the network layer. So now what happens is that is now here it will send the acknowledgement back. So it will stop the timer. Okay, so the next one is again when packet arrives it will start the timer. Okay, it will start the timer. So again the frame it will be sent new packet. Okay, so it has been sent, the packet it will be sent to the network layer. Now what happens is that acknowledgement, while it is sending from receiver to sender, acknowledgement has been lost. When acknowledgement is lost, so here what happens is it thinks that frame has not been received properly, so it will send the frame again, it will resend the frame. So here what happens is now again this data link layer it will duplicate packet, it will prepare a packet and it will be duplicate in the network layer. So again this acknowledgement will be sent back. So it will stop the timer. So what happens over here is, since to avoid this type of duplicate packet into the frame, we are going to go for sequencing the number. We are going to assign some numbers to the frame. This is called sequencing the frames and also sequencing the acknowledgement. So this is the problem we have in case of your this stop and wait protocol. So stop and wait protocol, what happens is when you are going to send the frame, we will get the acknowledgement, no problem. When the frame has been lost, it will resend the particular frame, it will get the acknowledgement. But when packet has been received properly, but if the acknowledgement has been lost, so frame has to be resent and the packet, duplicate packet will be there in the network layer. So to avoid this type of problem, we are going for resequencing. Okay, that we will see in the next step. So to avoid duplicate packets, to avoid sending the duplicate packets, we are going to number it. So we are going to use sequence number. So we are going to assign sequence number for the frame starting from 0, 1, 0, 1. So we are going to assign it like this. All the sequence numbers will be assigned starting from 0, then again next number will be 1, again it starts 0, then 1 like this. And all your acknowledgement, it will be starting from 1, 0 and then 1, 0. So to avoid duplicate packets, we are going to assign the sequence number, since instead of giving 0, 1, 2, 3, we are going to assign first frame to be 0, next frame to be 1, again we are sending the frame 0, again 1 like this, and acknowledgement also the numbers are given like this 1, 0, 1, 0. So here the frame it starts with 0 and this acknowledgement frame it will start with 1. So we will see this example over here. So when a packet arrives here, when a packet arrives here, it will start, when a packet arrives into the data link layer, so it will start a timer and then from this it will send that frame. So it will give a frame number. So it is first frame starts with 0, so it assigns frame 0 and it will send it to the network data link layer of the receiving node. Now the receiving node, it will create a packet and then it will send it to the network layer. Now what happens is that now the data link layer has to send the acknowledgement. Since acknowledgement will start with 1, so acknowledgement 1 and then it will stop the timer. So timer has been started, now it has been ended. So it will send now the packet, second packet has been sent. So here again it starts a timer and now the frame will be, since already frame 0 has been sent, now frame 1 has been sent to the data link layer. Again the packet has been lost. If you think that the packet is lost somewhere over here, the packet has been lost somewhere here. So what happens is when a packet has been lost here, again this net data link layer, it will resend that particular frame 1 alone. It will resend the particular one frame and then the packet will be sent to the network layer now. So the acknowledgement has to be sent. Acknowledgement will be, since the previous one was acknowledgement 1, now it will be acknowledgement 0. So it will stop the timer. Now the third packet when it is going to send, so now it will again starts a timer. Now the frame number will be 0. Okay, frame 0. So when it receives, it will send the packet to the network layer. And now what happens is that so if this acknowledgement has been lost, acknowledgement number is 0 in the previous case, now it is 1. So acknowledgement has been lost. So this again this frame it will resend that particular frame 0 again. So when it receives this, so what happens is that it will not resend that particular again. If suppose if the data link layer receives the same frame 0, it will check already it has prepared a packet, it has been sent to the network layer, it will stop sending it. So again it will send the acknowledgement 1 to this. So it says that we are avoiding duplicate packets to be sent to the network layer. So what happens is that if the data link layer sends the same frame again, now that it understood that it has sent that packet to the network layer, so it will stop sending it. It will send the same acknowledgement 1 back to the sending side. So when it sends, it thinks that frame has been received properly, only the acknowledgement has been lost. So this is the process for avoiding the corrupted packets. Okay, so when the frame has been received properly, you are going to send the acknowledgement. When frame has been lost, you are going to resend that particular frame. When acknowledgement has been lost, then we are going to resend that particular frame, but here it will stop sending that particular packet to the network layer. Okay, you understood this? That's all about your stop and wait protocol. In stop and wait protocol, we have seen in this data link layer protocol, we have seen two protocols. One is simple protocol, other one is stop and wait protocol. So in simple protocol, in simple protocol, we have seen the basic diagram for simple protocol, and we have seen some finite state machine and also the flow diagram for simple protocol, and as well as for the stop and wait protocol also, we have seen the basic diagram and we have seen the finite state machine for sending side and the receiving side, and we have seen the flow diagram for this, and at last with the flow diagram with the help of this sequence numbers. Okay, thank you.